Greetings and welcome everyone back to Let's Play Gothic 2 Night of Rain. I'm your host, Kaushmar, and we are back at the castle, and seems some strange people came here. Or rather, some dragon hunters. Well, let's see what happened in the meantime. Let's start from the very first guy to the very last.
It's good that you've come. All hell is breaking loose here.
What happened?
The dragon hunters are strutting around here in the castle and bragging that they can solve the dragon problem. But I'll tell you what, the way they look, they won't even kill a sick old snapper. A lot of us are getting really worried by now and no longer truly believe that we'll ever make it out of here alive.
Huh. Seems they're not too confident about dragon hunters, but then again, I'm not really confident about those guys either. But yeah, weren't there two guys of you?
Weren't there two of you sentinels up here?
Not anymore. Sengrath stood here on the battlements when suddenly he fell asleep. His good crossbow fell down when that happened. We could only just see one of the orcs snatch it up and disappear with it into the darkness. Sengrath woke up then and just ran into the night towards the orc palisades. He hasn't come back since. In us, be with us.
That sounds like a smart thing to do. Oh, I lost my crossbow. I'm just going to run right into the orcs to get it back. Well, I guess that's going to be a quest for us to find that poor guy. Or at least the remainings. So, who else is there to talk to? Tendor.
Do you have any news?
The dragon hunters have arrived. They strike me as tough bastards, and I hope they are, because otherwise they won't survive for long.
Well, he seems to be more confident about them.
Show me.
And he still has kind of poo to sell. Well, that's good for me. But then again, I don't need any weapons anyway. So, what about you? Oh yeah, Carolot. Did I ever talk to you?
You train people?
Yeah, once those orcs, or even worse, the dragons attack again, every single hand will be needed.
Apparently I've never did that. Also, could you stop waving that sword around me? I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable. Thank you.
Can you train me too?
Sure, I'll train any good man. But besides your talent, you need a good weapon if you want to survive here. Ask the knight Tandor. He'll take care of you.
No, he won't. Oh yeah, one-handed and two-handed combat. And long-range combat could probably teach us Udar, which we just recently talked to. But we don't really need that. Instead of arrows, we throw magical things at people.
You're pulling such a long face.
Oh, damn it to hell. I tell you, you have to watch like a hawk. If you turn your back for a moment, all your stuff is gone. Dirty scum.
What scum?
Those dragon-hunting riffraff, of course. Who do you think I was talking about? You gotta watch out, I tell you.
Don't say you didn't know that.
Did someone steal from you?
No, they smuggled 20 gold pieces into my pocket. Of course they stole something, you idiot. I tell you, when I get my hands on the dirty swine.
Did you just insult a fire magician, a high fire magician, as an idiot? Shame on you, mister.
Calm down. A paladin shouldn't lose his temper like that.
But I don't want to calm down. That was everything I owned, damn it.
It's not like you can use it in this place.
So what are you missing?
My purse, with all my savings in it. And now it's gone.
It'll turn up somewhere.
When I get my hands on him.
Alright, okay, let's quickly look for that thing. Let's scan the area. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, look at that. I think I found it. Oh, goddamn, that was really hard to find. Huh. Let's try to interview one of the dragon hunters if they know anything about this leather satchel.
What are you doing here?
I'm getting ready to fight. What else?
I'm not touching that.
I don't know. Clean vegetables.
Do you really believe that?
Who do you want to fight against?
I thought I'd drop in on the paladins and kick their fat asses. Idiot. Against the dragons, of course. What did you think?
Well, that you are a dragon hunter, it makes sense that you want to kill dragons.
Don't the paladins mind you being here?
Nonsense. They have entirely different problems. Most of them are glad to be still alive. The boys' morale isn't the best. That will be their downfall. I mean, just look at those nicked blades they're fixing to go into battle with. Any reasonable warrior would desert immediately.
He would have never thought of that himself.
Can you help me improve my weapons?
Improve? Better to buy something new and throw away the junk you're carrying around. Maybe I've got something for you. Interested?
Ah, competitor to tender, it seems.
What can you sell me?
I don't really have much for a magician, but you can take a look anyway.
Yeah, he sure has some huge weapons, jeez. None of the weapons I can use at all. Also, I really like the shape of the Inquisitor. It's so over the top, but I like it.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, wait, do you have a plan for me? He has something for a magician, a healing herb.
Do you really believe that?
Have you separated from your group?
My group? I don't have a group. I'm a trophy collector. If I go home without a trophy, then I won't know what I came for. So I can't use anybody else.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Have you set eyes on a dragon yet?
No. I want to get my weapons in shape before I set off.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Yeah, just think about it. He's using a really crappy blade, considering he's bragging about how everyone is using crap. I think the paladins are even using better weapons than he does, or the exact same ones. But whatever.
Aren't you afraid that somebody might beat you to it?
What? Who? Silvio? Have you seen the pathetic figures he's got with him? Silvio can be glad if he gets out of here alive.
Ah, so you also bumped into Silvio.
Silvio was here?
Here in the castle, you mean? Yeah, he was. But only for a short time. He chatted with a few people here and then set out again.
That was obvious.
So where is Silvio now?
That was obvious all
The
along.
paladins here mentioned an ice dragon in the west. It's supposed to be the most dangerous and powerful of them all. You should have seen the gleam in Silvio's eye when he heard that. One guess where he went.
Back home.
You don't seem to like him.
What do you mean, like? I'm not particularly proud that I know him.
Why he gets so
Silvio doesn't have any friends. He needs people who follow him no matter what. That's not for me. I work alone.
be so sure.
Alright, alright. So, Silvio went towards the west.
It was just
And there's... Well, that would explain why the whole area is snow-covered over there. Because the ice dragon is over there. Huh, well, that's one place to check out later. At least one place where we certainly know where there's a dragon located. But let's take a look around. We're still, well, trying to find someone who knows about
It was a
caravans.
really stupid idea to come here. I thought there was something to be had here. But there's nothing here but a few arrogant paladins and orcs.
You forgot about the dragons.
Huh, how could I forget? I'll tell you what, I'm a blacksmith, not a warrior. Look, I make weapons. The fighting I leave to others.
Then why aren't you standing behind an anvil?
The paladins here won't let me into the smithy. I can't make anything unless I want to wind up in the dungeon.
That's all just gossip.
I'll try to help you.
How will you manage that? Parsifal has ordered a watch kept on us. No one would dare to disregard it.
I'll do whatever I can.
I can't imagine that he would listen to you.
Do you really believe
Well, I'm by any chance a high fire magician, so he should listen to me.
Where do you come from?
I've joined up with some men from the mountains. We were headed for the valley to make a real profit hunting dragons. Their leader went by the name of Silvio. Boy, what an ass. He treated me like I was his property.
Another one who had the pleasure to meet Silvio.
What happened in the castle?
Nothing that I've heard. Of course, I'm worried about what's happened outside the castle.
I'm not touching that.
Well, outside currently not much is happening, just a couple of orcs standing around the castle and scratching their buttocks. What about you?
Where do you come from?
From the mainland. My people and I fled here. The situation there is getting worse. The orcs leave nothing but burned out villages behind. The king has lost control of his realm.
Ah, foreshadowing for the third part of the game, which kind of sucked, but never mind.
Where are your people now?
I left them. They thought they could take everything they wanted, even if it doesn't belong to them. Count me out.
It was just like you said.
What else do you know about the war?
The orcs are outside the capital, but whether it's fallen yet, I don't know. The last thing I heard was that the king is dead, but I don't believe that.
But he knew that all along.
What are you doing here in the castle?
I heard about the dragons and wanted to help fight them. Unfortunately, I lost my sword when I was sneaking past the orcs. And now I'm stuck here. Without a sword, I can't get out of here. And the swords I can buy here are the worst junk.
All those who recognize his wisdom.
Oh god, can't you just buy a sword from the other dragon hunter guy? I mean, he said he has decent ones, but fine.
I shall find your sword.
That would be great.
Don't tell me.
You should look for it on the high cliff to the south.
I don't know why he gets so
I probably lost it there, near the orc tents.
He doesn't see that I can't help him.
Alright, will do. So, none of those dragon hunters even mentioned something about his Carolot's purse, so I guess I just return it to him.
I think I found your purse. What? Where? What bastard did that?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
It was over there, by the smithy.
Where? Near the smithy? It must have fallen out of a dragon hunter's pocket there. Don't tell me otherwise.
Come on, don't be so... just calm down.
How would I know?
I'll find that out yet.
Yeah, you can end that quest by suspecting one of the dragon hunters, and the first thing he will do is charge right onto the next dragon hunter, which is most of the case either Raton or Jan over there. And funny enough, most of the fights he actually loses, which is kind of hilarious, but other than that, it has like no impact into the game whatsoever. But who do I spot over here? Someone in very strange armor,
Ever change?
named Angar. He looks familiar.
Don't I know you? You are Korangar. You used to be a Templar in the swamp camp.
Call me Angar. I have set aside my title. The Brotherhood of the Sleeper has disbanded. Curious, but you seem somehow familiar to me, yet I cannot quite recall you.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, I haven't been able to sleep properly for some time. These constant nightmares.
Yes, Angar was one of the sect loonies, or rather he was one of the Templars. I think he was the top cat Templar that, well, the big cheese, basically. It's funny how all other swamp camp survivors we've met yet that are Lester and also Fortuno in the bandit camp and Jartendar all suffer from those weird nightmares and just those dark visions they have and the muddy memory.
Do you really believe
Oh well, let's ask him how we got here.
How did you get here?
After the collapse of the magic barrier, I hid myself in the mountains. It became time for me to do something. I strayed about for days until I suddenly awoke in the castle. Do not ask me what happened. I don't know. To make matters worse, I have also lost the amulet which I have had for years. I shall go mad if I do not find it again.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Well, seems we got another thing we can collect now.
What will you do next?
I shall rest a while first, so that I may take up the search for my lost amulet. I have heard something of dragons. It is also being said that many warriors have come to the Valley of Mines to hunt them. I am thinking of joining them.
He really didn't deserve that.
What happened to the others from the swamp camp?
The last thing I remember is that the barrier collapsed, accompanied by a nerve-shattering scream. Stricken with panicked fear, we fell to the ground, writhing in pain. That voice, it grew ever louder.
That's all just gossip.
And then, when it was over, they all ran mad and disappeared into the bleak night, screaming loudly. I have not seen them again.
Huh, similar story that Lester told us at the very beginning of the game.
It's all just gossip.
So, what about your amulet?
Where exactly did you lose your amulet?
Somewhere in the south, shortly before I awoke here in the castle. I suspect it was stolen. I absolutely must have it back.
Well, that's not very descriptive.
Maybe I can help you find your amulet.
Why not? Some help cannot hurt.
I never knew that.
I'm not touching
What about the dragon hunters?
I will speak with them later. Maybe they can use a strong arm.
When will you go?
As soon as I feel better.
His deeds were just...
Yeah, we already know where he wants to look.
Watch your back. Someone's gotta pay for that.
So, that is Anger. Oh,
just like you said.
finding his amulet is going to be one of the quests we can do. So, one thing next is, I really hope to God that Engor has some stuff for me. Somehow was able to restock his thing, besides being under siege, despite being under siege.
How's business? So-so. I hope that the dragon hunters are as full of gold as they are of hot air. How about you? Is there anything else you need?
Well, I could use some mana
Show
potions.
me your wares.
Oh my god. Give him here. Yoink. Come on. Where's my take all button? There we go. Yoink, yoink. Thank you very much. That was direly needed. And, oh, I take that as well, if you don't mind. Yeah, I don't really need those crossbows. Can't really use them either. Does he, again, automatically restock? No, he doesn't, sadly. But I think those mana potions will certainly suffice for the dragon hunt. So, who else is there? I think first we will finish talking to the people in the courtyard. Ah yeah, there's also that Gerald guy, the prison guard that held Gordon captive. Let's see how he's doing. Okay, I think that is a little bit blinding. That's better.
All quiet.
Quiet, yes.
But...
My navel's rubbing against my backbone, man. Garand cut the food rations again. If I don't get a decent meal down my throat, then I'm going to bite Garand's fat ass.
Well, I would recommend salt and pepper seasoning.
Maybe I could give you something.
Are you crazy? Certainly not here. If one of the others sees, I'll have a ton of new friends, if you know what I mean. You can find me in the Magician's Temple when everyone else has retired. There's hardly anyone in the temple at this time anyway. I'll wait for you there. But just don't show up with dry bread or some raw hunk of meat, got it?
Alright, alright. Another thing we can do. And how's our friend Brutus doing?
Hey.
Why aren't you at work?
But that's disgusting. Have you had a look in my chamber? Those filthy meat bugs are everywhere. I have no idea who set up quarters in there before, but I'm certainly not going back into that filthy sty. I hate those beasts, and stop grinning like an idiot.
Aw, poor you. Somebody afraid of meat bugs, eh? Alright, let's help that poor fella. Oh dear, threatening meat bugs. You know what? I'll just do it the magician way. Bam. I love the chain reaction of the small firestorm. There we go, all cleared up.
The meat bugs are gone. You can go back to polishing your thumb screws or whatever.
Are you sure that not one of those monsters is left?
Pretty sure.
All right, then. Here, take this gold as a token of my gratitude.
Oh, don't make me cry.
Aw, that is adorable. He said it in such a posh way, as if I don't know, saved his life from evil demons from another dimension or something. Alright, one part left is... say hello to Garand again. I'm sure he will be happy to see me again. Hey matey, somebody's going to bite you in your fat ass.
I'm back. I can see that for myself. Where are the reinforcements?
Lord Hagen will come as soon as he's settled everything. Much has happened.
I don't care. I need troops. There are more and more orcs, and we can't hold out much longer. My men are tired, and we're running out of provisions.
Some volunteers have arrived.
You mean the dragon hunters outside in the yard? They may help us, but there just aren't enough of them. If Hagen doesn't send some men soon, I can't make any guarantees.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Can you give me more information about the dragons?
I have other things to worry about. My strategic officer Aura can tell you more about that.
Alright, Auric it is. Let's first settle the thing with the blacksmith.
There is a problem with the smith.
What, Smith? He's disappeared into the woodwork. Is he back? Then you can tell him.
No, I'm talking about Jan, one of the dragon hunters. He's a smith.
That's good. Our previous smith just slinked off, the coward.
Jan would be willing to take over the smithy.
I see. So you think I can trust him?
Yes?
If you're so sure, then you can vouch for him. If he causes any trouble, you'll answer for it. Agreed?
Alright, I'll do. Probably won't chop off any heads or around here or something.
I'll vouch for Jan.
Alright. He can use the smithy. Of course, he'll also have to provide my men with swords.
I could have told you that before.
Okay, so... he said Auric will tell me about the dragon, so let's first talk to Parzival.
Did anything important happen?
I'm worried. Very worried.
What for?
Recently, these men showed up. They call themselves dragon hunters. As far as I'm concerned, they're nothing but idlers and criminals. If it were up to me, I'd chase them all out of the castle. Let the orcs take care of them.
Unlike Lord Hagen, they are here.
Yes. Unfortunately, they're all we have. Innos is putting us through a very hard test indeed.
And apart from that?
Leave me alone.
Gee, fine. No reason to be so rude.
Hey.
Okay, Yorick. Auric, not Yorick.
I'm back already.
I never thought we would see you here again. After that scene when you were here a few days ago, I can see that you have been made a magician. My respects. Maybe your appearance is a good omen.
Oh, that's the first nice thing somebody said to me.
Can I help?
At the moment, we seem to have done everything which is possible from here. There is something, however, something very important which you could do for us outside of these walls. We are planning to cut off the serpent's head.
So, kill the dragons? Yeah, that's kind of obvious.
What do you mean by that?
We know one of their leaders. His name is Hoshpak. He is one of the most influential shaman among the orcs.
And what is my role?
Kill him.
That's a joke.
It is not easy for me to ask this of you, Master, but you would be the best choice for this assignment. Hoshpak's tent is situated outside of the siege circle, on a cliff to the south of here. You can almost see it from one of the windows there.
Well, sounds simple enough.
I still need some equipment.
We don't have much left that we could give you. Well, I can offer you this.
Let's see... 3 elixirs of healing, 3 mana elixirs. Wow. Kind of crappy. Ooh. Strength, dexterity. I'll take the strength elixir.
I'll take the elixir of strength.
Here. This will certainly come in useful. I wish you luck.
I mean, why would I have a 3 mana potion or 3 health potions if I can have a potion with a permanent stats boost? Alright, I will do it.
All right, I shall kill Hoshpak.
I am glad to hear that. Hoshpak's tent stands on a small cliff. You must have seen it before. It is not far from the path to our mine, directly in the shadow of the big mountain.
So, we could ask him about the dragons, but I think I will wait before, after we buff up for the next episode.
Any news?
The orcs are becoming more and more numerous. This is not good.
Yeah. That are news indeed. So he said I can even spot Hoshpak's tent. Let's see. Oh, needs to be that one up there. Could see it decently. Yeah, there it is. That's probably Hoshpak's tent. That's one of the side quests we'll do after a while. But yeah, before we go kill some innocent dragons, or well, they're not that innocent. We will need to buff ourselves up a little bit. We still have a couple of learning points left, and I also want to grind a little bit of levels. This sounds kind of it sounds kind of, well, boring to do, but there is a little trick I used to do often enough. Let's see, do we have... yeah, one quest we can do is also that we can give Geralt something to eat. But before we do that, there is a little trick I like to do to grind a truckload of experience in a short amount of time. It is okay. I really have to admit that this is kind of an exploit I will be doing, but fuck that shit. I could also go for the legend way, but there is a way funnier way to get a lot of experience. So for that I need, let's see, the right spells equipped. Alright. Oh, come on. Get away. I don't want to have you in it yet. It basically revolves around, well, it is kind of an exploit. One thing I should actually do as preparation is, because I'm probably going to take quite a lot of damage, so instead of... what should I do? Oh. I want to equip that instead. Let's see, can I? I think I have to set for the ring of... yeah, warriors. Warriors and warriors. There we go. Got the set of the warriors, so I will have 40 additional protection. Yep, plus the belt. So what I'm going to do is quite simple. You know what? I'll just let me quick save, and then I'll simply start. And I can explain it on the way. It is kind of funny to do, and I will probably take a couple of tries to take off, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to aggro the majority of orcs around the whole castle and return it to the battering ram. This is going to be a huge endeavor, and probably also going to be really fucking annoying to do, because it's pretty tough to pull off. But if you can pull it off, it is amazingly useful to farm experience, because I think I will gain like 3 levels in one single go, and like I said, I would say this is kind of an exploit, but fuck that shit. I don't care. So the reason why this works to begin with, usually if aggro in this game, it is monsters will stop following you after a certain amount of time of chasing you, or God, explaining while running away from enemies is kind of annoying. The way this works is, aggro works, is in this game, usually they stop chasing you after a certain time or if you get out of range. But since every orc you aggro new refreshes the aggro of all other orcs. So with this, you can easily have like, I don't know how many orcs after a while. It doesn't work with the orcs, but I think that is not that big of a deal. So as you can already hear, we have a truckload of orcs behind us. There are probably some who are probably not going to follow. That one up there, for example, won't, because I missed him, but fuck that shit. There are more than enough orcs to still run after me. Can't aggro the blob flies either. Okay, let's get those orcs up here as well. Okay, ow. Ow. Oh, that's... Shit, that was close. Drink the potion. Jeez. Okay, there we go. God, that was close. Ow. It's really annoying with the shamans as well. You have to get close to them so you can aggro them. Ow, ow, ow. And I think I've lost some orcs. No, they're still there. Also, if the video is getting choppy, that is not because... Whoa. That was loud as all hell. Oh, I still have one. Oh god, this is so beautiful. Come on, guys. This is so beautiful to listen to. It's like a symphony or something. God, the frame rate is going to hell currently. It's really hard to go around like that because it's just stuttery as all hell currently. Also, the mucho-chucho is not doing any good. Also, the Orcish Shamans really have a talent of constantly igniting the whatchamacallit, oh god, now I've got aggro the snappers as well. I have a talent of igniting the wargs, so you usually shouldn't count on trying to aggro the shamans as well, because the shamans usually ignite the wargs, and the wargs will start running after the wargs. Okay, here we are, whole round, and you can see I found a couple of new friends. So let's cast a little storm upon them. And since that doesn't kill everyone, we're also going to set fire to the rain. If I can. Come on. God damn it. How doesn't it work? Oh wait, I have to wait until the fire rain is over. There we go. Now I'm going to set fire to the rain. Oh my god, this is such an incredible lag fest. Well, seems that Adele is not the only one that can set fire to rain. Also, yep, that are a lot of dead orcs. I love doing this trick. Like I said, it is kind of an exploit, but fuck this shit. I gained 2 levels. Ah, come on, I'm so close to gaining a 3rd one. Shit. I'm not sure if I should just do a 2nd round. You know what? I'm quickly going to do a 2nd round. Because I really want the next level up. Alright. There we go. That's a decent amount. There we go. And sadly the Oracle leads survived the fire rain, so I'll just help them out. God, the sound is completely screwing up as well. There we go, and you too. Also, one thing I intended to do is actually pick up every single orc weapon, so I can in the end see how many orcs I've killed. But considering all those weapons here lying around, I think fuck that shit. Also the same with work skins. I could sell to whatchamacallit. What's his face? To my bow master guy. God damn it. Not Bartok. I forgot his name. The guy I can give first to. But oh well. Well, we got 3 levels out of that. So 30 learning points. So we'll be able to get a lot of levels. Also, I think I'm quickly taking a nap. So I can do the quest with Gerald. And then I'll buff myself up to the next level. So sleep till midnight, so he will probably wait. He said he will wait in the monastery. Also there is some loot in the orcish tents around the thing. I've also seen some stone tablets lying around, but I'm not that keen on going to collect that collect every single thing. Well, alright, let's finish this quest.
So what is it now? Do you have anything for me to eat?
Well, you could leave me into the monastery, but fine. Here, have a sausage.
A piece of sausage?
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
What about a juicy hunk of cheese?
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
I could give you this ham.
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
What about some meat?
A chunk of meat?
Sure, give it here. Do you have more?
What about soup?
A good soup would hit the spot, don't you think?
Yeah, more, more.
Yeah, basically, just you can give him any kind of item. He doesn't really, won't really complain, and you do that for quite a while until he has enough.
A chunk of meat?
Yeah, more.
Still not enough, jeez.
A chunk of meat?
That's enough. That's enough. With that, I'll be fine for a while. Here's my gold. I can't buy anything out here in any case, so you might as well have it. I'd better go then, before somebody sees us.
I was about to say, you sure got quite a lot of stuff.
Wait a minute. Still hungry?
That must be a joke. I'm stuffed. Thanks again.
I hope you didn't eat that in one go. Otherwise, otherwise would understand why you're stuffed. So okay, let's get a little good night's sleep, and tomorrow is the big day where I am going to become, well, not the Iron Man, but will become suitable for hunting dragons. Because today is the day where we are going to leave our... yeah, whatever. Leave the state of being a scrawny piece of whatever the hell we are. Of wannabe mage. Let's go with that. Okay, let me quickly equip my regular stuff. Bolt of strength, ring of enlightenment, ring of astral power. So that's our current us. Now we will get all those juicy things. We will get drink all those permanent potions. We will read all those wonderful stone tablets, and I will eat all those dark mushrooms to get mana. And yeah, that are 335, and there is nothing like a quick eat button or something like that. So I have to press for 335 times the eat button. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun, so there's nothing else but to commence this thing. Oh wait, poo, I forgot about something. I first need to spend my learning points as well. Shit, I almost forgot about that. Ha 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 ha. We still have 68 learning points left, and I'm going to put them all into strength, because I also want to be able to wield a decent one-handed weapon.
I want to become stronger.
So that was pretty close. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it. I think that's everything we can. Yep, only 8 learning points left. Wonderful. So that's part 1. Now is the part where we will spend, we'll eat all those delicious mushrooms, read all those, well, delicious tablets, not really that delicious, and drink all those wonderful permanent boosting potions. So let it commence for real this time. Alright, now come the dark mushrooms. Oh my, Gideon, this is going to take ages.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
$26, $25, $24, $23, $22, $21, $20, $19, $18, $17, and $16. Fuck my life, I am done. That is the entire huge debuffing. We are now the perfect fighting machine. We have in total a strength of 90. We have 180 mana, perfectly. 612 hit points, and also one-handed fighting 48. That is every relevant perk we need to know. So we can now equip a new weapon, which is the Ruby Blade. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. From 40 damage to 100 damage. And also 7 bonus of one-handed. Ah, don't even need to find longsword. I think I even dug that up in that one episode from Darkendor. Also, we can now cast our lightning exactly 6 times. So I think we are very well good to go for this adventure. And I think the dragons should watch out, because there's a hero inbound to kick their asses. So, until the next episode, I was your host, I was Kaushmar, and the dragons will die next episode. Au revoir.